Welcome back to Ran-DomU. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now, King Ali, this is pretty much a response to you. Instead of commenting, I decided I was going to go ahead and just respond to you like this because I figured, you know, if you're a supporter of the channel, you probably watch my video just like I watched your video. So instead of leaving a long comment, I just decided to, well, make another video. And maybe other people might agree with this conversation. We'll have a little back and forth between this one and we'll just cut it at that. We'll leave it right there, okay? Now, some of you might be wondering why exactly I'm talking like this. Well, the reason why I'm talking like this is because the chick we're talking about, some chick that came from Indiana on the latest Pop the Balloon episode. And basically what I'm saying is she had quite the twang.
Sincere seems like a very nice person, but unfortunately, no, you're not my type.
I understand.
Okay. And why not?
I just don't really particularly like the tight shirt. It's just a little tight for me. That's about it.
Oh, she's saying tight.
I am. I'm sorry.
Where you from?
I'm from Indiana.
Ah, I can tell.
We're not going to do that tonight.
What? I'm not doing that. I'm just saying. I can hear it.
And she was apparently quite the colorist.
I just really don't like light skin like that.
Now, that was something that was displayed and talked about earlier in the video, you know, when King Ali was going through it. Now, I agree with the fact that that is wrong. You shouldn't be a colorist. But you did say that being a colorist doesn't mean you're racist. To me, it's the same damn thing. Honestly, quite frankly, it just means you're racist within your own community. Is it messed up? Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just saying that I think everybody can have their preference. If she likes dark-skinned Negroes, that's cool. Let her like her dark-skinned Negroes. I'm just saying, everybody's got a preference. There's nothing wrong with what she said. Now, would a guy, if he said the same thing, be reprimanded heavily? More than likely. But I don't know. I think we're sometimes moving beyond that conversation. At this point in time, if you just like black people, we cool with you. We just don't want you to just not like Negroes at all. You know what I'm saying? That's what the biggest issue. Now, the biggest issue would be like if she just didn't like black men and she was on Pop the Balloon and be like, well, why the hell are you here? But when it comes to the whole colorist and racist conversation, you did say this.
Here's the thing I have a problem with. This whole light skin, dark skin thing needs to die. This whole light skin, dark skin argument needs to be put in the grave.
And I totally agree.
This doesn't need to happen anymore. The enemy sees us all as the same color anyway. So I don't know why this is even a thing. Okay? Now, it's okay to have your preference and it's okay to be honest about your preference. But at the same time, if that honesty couldn't be taken and flipped and acceptable on your end, for instance, if this was a light-skinned guy on the panel going across the women and popping their balloons and he said, you're not my type. I don't like dark-skinned girls. This man would be crucified, y'all.
Now, I know what I said just a few seconds ago, but I do have to state again, I don't know if he would necessarily be crucified. Now, people might be coming at me different, saying like, Mike, you done lost your damn mind, and why the hell are you still talking like that? Well, I'm just saying, I think that if you just spoke it honestly and it didn't come off as like, I hate my own people, people might accept it a little bit more. You know what I mean?
This man will be crucified. Do y'all remember, out of all the crazy things that Kodak Black has said, the one thing that got him in the deepest water, was when he did that interview and he said, I don't want a dark-skinned baby mama. I want a light-skinned baby mama.
Well, considering what Kodak Black looks like, I would have to say that is pretty effed up. I mean, Kodak Black is one of the ugliest MRFers I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, you don't just walk down the street and just see somebody that's ugly and messed up looking as Kodak Black. I'm just saying, not everybody looks like that. Like, you see Kodak Black, you say, damn. Kodak Black needs to just be accepting of any black chicks. Outside of the fact that that man got money, if he didn't have money and he was broke, he would be lucky if he could bang one of those chicks on my 600-pound life. Now, that's just being honest. Like, Kodak Black is somebody I would not trust around any of my shit if he didn't have people and friends like Lamar Jackson.
Society had such a problem with that, right? Society literally posted this all over social media. They were dragging Kodak's name in the mud. And I've never seen his name as much in the tabloids as I did when that interview happened.
Now, that might have something to do with the fact that Kodak Black's music done fell off and all his friends are dead. Just saying.
But yet, we can casually say, oh, light skin is this, light skin is that. We don't like light skin. And it's okay to say that. Now, I don't know if this will be considered reverse colorism. I don't know if colorism works like the brown paper bag test. Like, it's okay to be colorist as long as you're a color darker than the color you're insulting. But it's insulting in both ways. It's insulting in both ways. Like I said, I'm all for honesty.
Now, you are correct. It is effed up in many ways, but it does not compare to the paper brown bag test. I'm sorry, it's not the same. Putting a brown paper bag over somebody's head because they so ugly, like I was talking about with Kodak Black. Like if you find some chick out there and you're like, hot damn, let's put a bag over that head and you just a straight up butterface, I would say that's just flat out disrespectful. Now, saying that you have a different preference for somebody because of skin color, that's not saying they're ugly. That's just simply saying, I just don't really want to bang you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's just because maybe you don't get your rocks off like that. Like if you got a preference, I mean, it just be like that. People got fetishes. People got things that they like. People got things that they get into. And I just, you know, I'm just saying, I just personally think that what she said was fine. I didn't take it personal. Most light-skinned people, we don't. I know you don't. You know, we got thick skin, you know, despite what people might think about us. Every time somebody looks at us, they always think that we're soft and they always want to test us. They want to pull a gun on us. They want to get in our face. They want to fight us. They want to call us names, call us pussyfied and all that shit. It's not true. It's not true. You know, beige rage is real. That's because we be crashing out faster than anybody. That's because we be wilding. Now, we don't play the greatest gangsters in movies and stuff like that sometimes, but in real life, you don't want to mess with the wrong light-skinned guy. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to mess with us. We the type of people that blow up your damn house if you really piss us off the wrong way. Totally just kidding about that. Like, no, we ain't gonna blow up no homes. I mean, that's a little bit extreme. That's beyond beige rage. That's just insanity.
I was even batting for the dude when he said that girl's face was wrinkly. I said, good, be honest, bro, because they're gonna be honest with you. But at the same time, I bet he could take it if a woman said that he was ugly.
I remember that episode when he told that chick about her face being wrinkly. It was wrinkly, and apparently she definitely does a good job with the filters because I think she's some type of model or some whatnot. And it was like, wow, you a model? And I mean, you were like 26, and I could have swore you were at least 46. Add a couple twos to that, but just saying, she looked like she was a little bit older, but that is not the same. And most of them people that have those critiques that are very blunt and direct, they like to tell the truth, the old red pill stuff, they don't like the truth being told to them. Now, he seemed like a guy who might be able to handle it, but everybody was quite kind to him because also he knew that most women would probably find him decently attractive.
Right? Because that would be the reverse. Oh, I don't like his teeth. I don't like his smile. I don't like his mustache. His face is a bit wrinkly, whatever. He could take it if it was flipped over.
Now, if you don't like this mustache, you can kick rocks. I mean, you can literally lick my nutsack. I do not care about you. You better believe in this mustache. It needs to be trimmed a little bit, but it's sexy.
But if this woman was on a panel and a light-skinned brother popped her balloon and he said, I popped because I don't like dark-skinned women, he would be on the news the next day. This man would be on Fox 5 News the next day with an angry mob heading towards him. We can't do this. We can't do this. Either be acceptant of people who are in a particular race and stop being colorist, or just dead the conversation altogether. Say it was something else.
And that I agree with too. I think we should just kill this whole conversation. Yes, if it was one of us that walked onto the panel, looked at that dark-skinned woman and said, I'm sorry, I don't like chocolate. I don't prefer that shit. You can get that sweet and salty stuff up out of my face. I'm pretty sure, yes, you'd be right. We'd be right there on the news. Would that be ideal? No, it wouldn't. And would it be fair? No. But it would kind of sound effed up to me. Because personally, it does make me think, well, why the hell not? Aren't you black? If you like yourself, then why wouldn't you like a darker skinned woman? Now, me personally, I like darker women. I don't like them dark as blue, but you know, if she's sexy, she's sexy. I got plenty of preferences. It's just women. It doesn't matter if they black, yellow black, light skinned black, white, Asian, Mexican, whatever race it is. I like women. If you're bad, you can holler at me. Just saying. You can go ahead and holler at your boy here at Random University. Don't be thirsty though, because that shit is very unattractive.
Say I just don't like his style or whatever. The same thing a light-skinned dude would say if he rejected a dark-skinned woman. He wouldn't go on that panel and say, yo, I don't like her because her skin too dark. She's too chocolatey for me. And by the way, that's not even a thought process amongst us light-skinned brothers. We don't even think like that. Now,
this is where I gotta pause you. Pause. I'm gonna have to stop you right there in your tracks. Now, you live down there in the dirty south of Atlanta. I stay up here in Nashville. And quite frankly, I don't know what light-skinned brothers you know, but the light-skinned guys I know, most of them don't like black women at all. Most of them just like white women. And as a matter of fact, some of them have preferences for Asians and all sorts of like big white women fetishes and stuff like that. Like they also like those feeder people that be, donating all their money to watch people eat themselves to death on TikTok. That's the kind of light-skinned bros I be around up here in Tennessee. I mean, considering that this place is white Atlanta, and I guess that would make a lot of sense why they might have those kind of preferences. I mean, considering that this is, I guess considering if it's white Atlanta, then I guess it makes some sense why they might have that preference. But I'm just saying that's messed up. I still don't get it. I don't fall down that rabbit hole. Ugh.
We don't even think like that. That's not even a thing. Okay? Now, regardless of what y'all see indoctrinated in the music videos
But like me personally, I agree with you. Overall, most of us yellow boys, we just like women. We prefer our black beauty queens. But I am hard pressed to say that all of us are on the up and up.
The tabloids and the celebrities getting, famous or whatever, and they happen to be light skinned or dark skinned or whatever. Yeah, there may be more dark, light skinned women that are famous because of the pool of different races. I'm sure that people that don't like black people altogether, they probably prefer light-skinned people, right?
Yes, because they don't like black, I would say. So yeah, I would say they would prefer anything that's light-skinned. But I mean, I would just say white-skinned at that point, though. Like, just probably white.
So if you're in the community, you're a dark-skinned person, you being colorist against light-skinned people is actually hurting your own community. It is. It's going to backfire on you. This crap has to stop. It has to stop somewhere, because it's just getting out of hand at this point. I mean, honestly. But
now, ultimately, in the end, Mr. King Ali, you're 1,000% correct on that. It does not better our race at all if we decide we're going to approach each other that way. It doesn't matter if you're light-skinned, dark-skinned. If your preference is only one particular person of your skin, you're limiting your pool. But I'm cool with you as long as you still like your people. If you're light skinned, you don't like dark skin. But if you like light skin but they black, I'll live with it. Seems a little weird, but but it is what it is. If you're dark skinned and you don't like light skin, F you, but I get it. It's cool. Do you, but as long as you just try to at least do your best to not hate us. My thing is, you just shouldn't hate your own people. You shouldn't rule them completely out the, equation. There's a lot of us that just be sitting around thinking, you know what? I hate black people. I hate my brothers. I hate my sisters. I hate my mama. I hate my daddy. I hate everybody that exists that has my skin tone. Why? Because I feel traumatized. They clown me in the house. They clown me in the yard. They always making fun of me. They don't ever support my ass and they don't think I'm shit. So quite frankly, I don't like them. And I don't like other blacks because every time I go to school, they trying to dump my head in the toilet. They talking shit to my ass. They dunking on me, putting their nuts in my face in basketball. Quite frankly, I don't like it. Every time we play dodgeball, their ass is over there pegging me over and over and over and over again like they want me to go ahead and jump off the bridge. Well, if they want me to go ahead and jump off the bridge, well, how I bring the bridge to you. But enough of the games. In all honesty, I really enjoyed the video. I love the breakdown. I always watch your videos, guy. So thanks for the support on the channel as always. But I do want to do some of these with people that if I, talk to throughout the internet, like if I have other people like, watch TV, I do want to respond to people in videos like this just to be like, you know what, since I don't like talk to you or because I don't have your phone number. So since I don't have that, this is about the only way I can communicate with you. I don't have your email either. I haven't looked. I guess I could have did that first. But anyway, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll probably do a small breakdown of what happened on this Pop the Balloon just to give you a little bit of a synopsis. But anyway, see you soon.